Good morning, people. What's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McKola, and today we have got lots of news to get stuck into. We are talking Marcus Rashford, we are talking Raphael Varane, we are talking Eduardo Camavinga, and we are also talking Alex Telles here on Stretford Paddock. And before we get stuck into the news today, I want you guys to do me a little bit of a favor. Get hitting that subscribe button. It's somewhere down there, that red button. I want you lot to hit it. We're very close to 600,000 and we obviously want to keep on pushing, and you lot can help us do that by clicking that subscribe button. It's really easy to do. It doesn't cost you anything. So go ahead and click subscribe. But here today, like we are every single day, normally one of the lads are outside Old Trafford, but today you're stuck with me. And just like Jay-Z said, you could be anywhere you want to be in the world right now, but you're here with me. So thank you very much for being with us today. And like I said, let's get stuck into this news on Marcus Rashford today, because on the face of it, it's not great news. Marcus Rashford is out with this recovery from an operation on his shoulder until at the very least October. That is because although an operation is not considered a necessity at this stage, Marcus Rashford is concerned that the problem with his shoulder has not got better over time, and that his movement will continue to be inhibited if he does not have surgery. He'd like to have the surgery immediately, but will have to wait until the end of July. Now listen to this, he could miss United's first 8 Premier League games, including that season opener against Leeds, the first 3 Champions League group matches, and also 5 World Cup qualifiers for England. But it's exactly what he needs to do, because we've heard about this last season, that Marcus Rashford needed an operation and he never went for it. He was playing injured, he was playing hurt. We've seen it every single week. Now he still went on and had his best season in terms of goals and assists, which shows you just how talented this boy is. Playing through injury constantly, still getting results, still getting goals, still getting assists. But we could clearly see there was an issue with Marcus Rashford last season. And to see him make this decision to get this operation now, for me, is great news. Because, yes, you know, we're going to be without him for 2 months of the season until October. But it would have been worse if he went away now, went on holiday like he is doing, but came back and didn't go for his operation, but went straight into pre-season, straight into getting ready for the new campaign ahead. And then what if he breaks down, the injury returns, gets worse during the season, and then we've got to send him for this operation, let's say in September. He's not back until December, January, and then we're without Marcus Rashford for a much longer period of time. Yes, we're going to be without him till October, but having him there, hopefully fit, ready to go, no problems with his shoulder, into that Christmas fixture list is exactly what we need, because Marcus Rashford's a vitally important player to this team. But what that also does is it gives a few opportunities to some other lads. Anthony Martial's one of them. He would have started the pecking order behind Rashford, behind Cavani, on that left or through the middle. He's now got a massive chance because Cavani, at the start of the season, he's going to be coming to pre-season late. He's got a massive opportunity. Mason Greenwood, massive opportunity. Jadon Sancho, as soon as he comes back, he's going to be a key figure for Manchester United. So Marcus Rashford's injury does mean we have to utilise the squad, utilise some of the other players, maybe put Martial on the left. You've got Daniel James, you've got Amad Diallo, you've got all these players though. So we've got sufficient cover for Marcus Rashford. Yes, we'll miss him. Yes, he's a fantastic player, but just great to hear he's finally, you know, making this decision to get this operation done, even if it does mean we'll be without him for a bit. So go on holiday, have a good rest your mind, come back, get you up. Let's be ready to go and win the league next season, Marcus. We'll be needing you then for the title charge. Anyway, moving on from that, DiMarzio are saying that AS Roma, Jose Mourinho's boys, are monitoring Alex Telles' situation at United, and contacts between the parties are underway. We covered another story on last night's news, which was intermediaries had made contact between Roma and Manchester United. But anyway, we hear now that Roma only want him on loan because of Leonardo Spinazzola's injury. which is understandable. But for me, United shouldn't be giving anybody like Alex Telles out on loan. If you want to find a deal for him, sell him, try and raise some funds to reinvest in Kieran Trippier or whatever, cool. But I don't want to be dealing with none of this, to be totally honest with you. That's for sure. Let's just, yeah man, let's not be selling him for some nominal fee after just signing him now. Like, it don't make sense. Anyway, moving on from that, and as promised, Rafael Varane. Now, we heard some stories coming out from some Spanish reports yesterday that Real Madrid are already talking with MUFC about Rafael Varane, and Madrid want to sell him this summer so he doesn't leave for free next year. Fabrizio Romano, one of his Twitch streams, said, could Rafael Varane be using Manchester United for a new contract? I think no, he wants to try something new. And that's interesting because today we wake up to a story in The Athletic from Laurie Whitwell, which talks about Jadon Sancho passing his medical, sorting out his contracts, etc. That will be announced by the club officially very, very soon. Obviously, we've heard about some little bits about Camavinga, which we'll fill you in shortly. But this is what we've heard from Laurie Whitwell, The Athletic, on Varane. Attention for United has now turned to the next possible incoming player, with talks continuing over a deal for Varane. United are aware he would like to join them, with Real Madrid open to selling the France international centre-back this window, rather than allowing him to leave on a free when his contract runs out. Obviously though, if he was to sign a new contract, that puts that to bed. So that's the only way he would stay at Real Madrid, and it does look like a clear 50-50. Sign a new deal at Real Madrid or join Manchester United. Kind of the same for Paul Pogba. Sign a new deal at Manchester United or join PSG. But Varane is someone that we're targeting. Varane's agents are understood to have informed Madrid president Florentino Perez of his desire to seek a fresh challenge rather than sign an extension. And Carlo Ancelotti is fully abreast of the situation. Madrid urgently need income from somewhere after the financial impact of the pandemic and the cost of extensively redeveloping the Bernabeu. And sources close to the situation feel Varane will ultimately end up at Old Trafford. Music to my ears. However, other sources are urging some caution over the optimism, with Madrid at present still holding out for significantly more than what United are prepared to pay. There is a theory that eventually Madrid executives will accept a bid of 40 to 45 million pounds as the deadline gets closer, although United's intentions and a fee are not certain. So that seems to be the issue at the minute. You know, Real Madrid, their price, and is he possibly going to get a renewal? Renewal's looking unlikely because they're not offering the money that he wants, but we know how these things can change, and we know they could try to appease Carlo Ancelotti by keeping one of his experienced key players in that defence, especially after losing Sergio Ramos. Now, there is talk about Paris Saint-Germain being interested in Varane, and whilst I expect them to be interested in all the best players, can that be possible with them having just got Sergio Ramos? So I don't think they're going to end up with Ramos and Varane. There's some defo FFP issues there. So it just looks like this one with Varane is going to trickle on a little bit, and we're just waiting. But all the talk that you hear, yesterday Sky Sports talking about United permission to speak with Varane, Fabrizio Romano saying that he doesn't feel like this is him using us for a new deal. It all sounds pretty good at the moment. Now, United have also tracked Eduardo Camavinga, and The Athletic had some reports on that. But it does feel like at the minute, Camavinga would rather go to PSG or Real Madrid. United are interested, but because of that, it's holding things up. Now, United could try and force the situation this summer and get the player in, making him make a decision now. But it looks like if this one gets sorted, it's probably going to be the last of our business to get sorted. And United are aiming to get this Varane deal done right now. Let us know your thoughts on everything that we have discussed today, guys. Make sure you're getting your comments in the comments below on Marcus Rashford's injury, Rafael Varane, Eduardo Camavinga, Sancho's medical. And remember, when that is announced, confirmed, official, done and dusted, we will be live here on Stretford Paddock. So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, you got your notifications on, you become a member if you can, and all that good stuff. But for now, I have been Adam McKola. I'm out of here.